JJ, welcome back. Tech
Thank,
issues.
thank
How
you,
are you,
sir. Yeah,
buddy?
good, sir. Good, sir. My computer decided to install Windows 11 updates right at the time I was supposed to sign in. So I
Oh, okay.
apologize. Yeah,
That's okay. So you probably
apologies.
don't, can you show your market
Oh, yeah.
profile?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right.
I'd love to.
All right. So, I have a question for market profile. When
Certainly.
markets enter new record territory to the upside
Yes, sir.
or make like new yearly lows or something like that, does profile ever have anything above that? Because how could there be a demand supply level
There, there isn't.
already? There isn't.
But,
Okay, you answered my
but,
question.
but, but I feel like those guys on the old KTEL commercials, for 1995, but just wait one
Yeah.
moment. Okay.
All
What
right.
we do know from profile is cost basis. Okay. So
Yeah.
in business, you have a cost basis, then you distribute, right? So you
Yeah.
can pretty much tell, like I was telling guys yesterday, here are my levels. So we did a look above and fail of 60.38. So, you short under 38, you put your stop above it, you cover a little bit at the middle of the zone. And if it doesn't hit the bottom of the zone, you start to cover because the sellers don't need to sell any lower, right? You
Yeah.
don't need to mark down prices. So, they start to raise prices.
Yeah.
And that way we can now these levels are untested, but you kind of watch how the order flow is around them because once you get out to like twice cost basis, four times cost basis, eight times, that's when the short sellers, that's when the little hairs on the back of their neck should start standing up.
Can I
And
say some levels you have above the market?
certainly,
Uh, okay, so you have what are they based on?
they're based on this balance zone. Now, Dalton came up with this, right? He says you take a balance zone, and balance coach is really just two-sided trade. Remember in the old days, you'd call a market maker and go, "Hey, this stock, what are you doing?" He goes, "Ag, I'm working 50 for Schwab. I'm working a couple of hundred for XYZ bank, but it's kind of slow on both sides. What do you want to do, right?" That's what
Yeah.
balance is. And that back and forth, it's the same folks on the buy and sell, right? And they flip from the bid to the offer when we get to the over the middle of the zone, right? So they're just working this back and forth, right? Because it's slow. It's distribution because the market's up, right? So we're taking stuff and distributing, and all different time frames are doing that two-sided trade. Then when we break up above that, right? Then we go into distribution. They get that big trend day. You get the shorts
Yeah.
trapped in the gap, right?
Do you think
And
they're still trapped or they're gone? They have to be gone.
oh, I don't know. There's a lot of money out there, coach.
That are short?
No, there's a lot of players out there who will put money on a short position. There's people who are hedging, right? And the
Yeah.
reason why I think this, and I know this to be true, is every time we get down to those gaps, all of a sudden a bid just magically appears, right? Now,
Okay.
I've done a lot of short squeezes on purpose. I get paid to do it in the old days,
Right.
right? So I know that if I gap a stock from 3 to 5 overnight, because I'll call my market makers early morning and I'll tell them to move off the offer. They move away from the offer. In the pre-market, you can move a stock really, really quite a bit because they don't. You just show them some size and the offers just lift, right?
Right.
They don't have to be good on there. They'll be like, oh my God, I'm not adjusted. I'm going to move. In the old days, right? Same
Yeah.
thing electronically, just more efficiently now. So then you gap a stock, and when you come back down to that area where the gap is, that's where the shorts come in and start bidding to cover. And that's when the market, the sellers, because if you're a distributor, you'll understand, you'll see that first bid from the shorts, then you start lifting the offers, they'll start following you up, right?
Yeah.
And we still get that. What's happening right now on a 1 minute time frame? Shorts are trapped under 6,010, right? And we're distributing now from 20 to 28.
Okay.
Here, I'll
Yeah,
drag
I
it
did
over.
notice. I did notice that you can't trade with them. But I think we have a record commercial short position in S&Ps right now. Do you
I
follow
would
that
imagine.
stuff at all?
I don't. I'm
It's
just an old guy.
okay.
I'm just
You know,
simple, right? I'm
yeah.
simple. I just because I'm a day trader. I'm in and out. I make my daily bread and then I go to sleep. And that way I don't try and think I'm too more smart than I am.
Yeah.
I find the bid, I find the offer, I get in between, I do a little business, and thank you very much. And, like a fisherman, I catch my daily limit and that's it.
Yeah.
If I can, and if I can't, well, then there's always tomorrow.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what would you do if you were flat right now?
If I was flat right now, I'd wait and see. I'd wait for the market to start a distribution balance, right? We'll start distributing sideways. And what I do is once that balance is set up and I can find it and identify it, I'll trade the edges of it back and
I
forth.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
My favorite trick to
you just have to wait for a range to develop,
yeah.
and you just have to be patient right here.
Yeah. This is when, when the cake's really for us, for me, I don't have a setup to trade this right now. So my setup involves a little bit more time, right? And because I'm older, I don't mind chilling out and waiting, right? What I want to
Yeah.
see is I want to see that offer start moving lower. You see how the offer is moving lower,
Yeah.
right? They're fading this, they're backfilling the move, right? Because the
Right.
supply is all under eight. So now, if you were long size under eight, you're going to backfill slowly, slowly. So you don't scare away all the buyers, right? Then you'll look for bids right here under 23 half, right? And see if the offer starts to lift when we come down to 23 half, right? If the offer starts to lift when we come down to 23 half, bingo, they found the bid, right? And they'll move the offer away from it and see if the buyers follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's just old school stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that I took my old school teaching and because I couldn't I had trouble memorizing all the candle patterns and things like that. I was really
Um,
bad at that. So
yeah.
I had to figure out a simple way of interpreting candles so I could actually execute. Otherwise, I get analysis paralysis if I look at too many
Okay.
things. That's just me.
How many different candles are they? I didn't read Steve Nissan's book.
I don't know. I bought the book, but it was like the Bible, and I read like the
Yeah.
first chapter, and then I forgot it. Then I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I better start going back to moving deals because this is really hard.
I wonder if you could put Ichimoku clouds on market profile and look for confluence in
You know, if
areas.
if you taught me what those were, I'd love to check it out. But I've
Well,
heard
I
of them,
can't.
but I have
Yeah,
no
well,
idea what the heck they are.
it just well, they're kind of like bands.
Okay.
When the clouds are underneath the market, they act as support levels, and
Oh,
above it, they act as resistance levels. Be
oh,
interesting
cool.
to see if because the Japanese are some of the best traders in the
Oh, they're
world,
some
and
pretty sharp cats over there. Yeah.
and they came up with the
Yeah.
sticks and the
Yeah.
clouds and anyway, just a thought I had,
Yeah.
um,
I'd love to learn. I'm always, I'm never opposed to learning.
yeah,
So yeah.
because it'd be nice besides just having the box to have something, even though, don't fix what's not broken, but to see if you could have confluence with the profile,
Sure.
it
Yeah.
would give you more
Yeah.
conviction.
More conviction. Yeah. Now you can see that they
Yeah,
broke that 23 and a half. So there's some competition, right? You
yeah.
always like, I mean, that was my whole job was to capture the buying. They saw 2 million shares trade. My client would call, how much of that are we liquid? Okay, we sold 750,000. Good. Keep going. Right. Um, if my client sees a block go across the tape and they're not a part of it, they're going to rip my face off. So we had to capture the buying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's what they're
So,
doing right now. So let's see
yeah,
when let's see if we can get a nice little um it'd be nice if we maybe did a look below and
18.
fail of 18.
Yeah.
That would be nice. And then we could just set up a nice back and forth here, and just play some ping pong.
Okay.
I like trading where the play box, the sandbox is defined.
Yeah.
I'm not a good trend trader, right? I have
Yeah.
not
You like
learned that.
ranges.
I'm an old wholesaler, right? So
Yeah.
back and forth, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's everything else going with you, JJ?
Good, good. I'm in Liverpool, in the UK. Great
Oh,
city, wonderful people.
nice. You just
Yeah.
moved there?
Well, I've been in the UK on and off for a couple of years now. My girlfriend's here.
Okay.
So yeah, out of North America for now, and I'm Canadian, but You know,
Okay.
I love my Canadians, but it's really nice. The UK is it's a great country, and Liverpool's a great city. Just great people,
Are
wonderful
you
people.
wearing a Ringo cap while you're there?
Wearing
Huh?
a ring?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no,
Oh, you're laughing. You must remember them. Huh?
no,
You have
no.
a, how about Beetle boots? Any Beetle
Beetle, no,
boots?
there is a Beatle statue about 2 blocks away, and this they're always playing the
Uh,
same three songs. But but
is it all of them? It's
uh,
all the
no,
statue is all of them, the Fab
yeah, yeah,
Four?
it's all of them. Yeah,
All right.
this is they've got, and then they've got the Beatles Rolls Royce doing the tour. You know, you pay I don't know how many pounds, and they drive you around and show you their houses and stuff.
Oh,
But
wow.
oh yeah, it's a big thing here. You know, yeah.
All right. Salum's saying be in Italy for vacation every month and to
Oh
live it up.
yeah, I'm going to Italy at the end of this month. I've
See,
been to Rome once, and
yeah,
man, boy, if I had to do it all over again, I think if I was young, I would live in Rome. It's pretty cool.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
history.
it is, and my girlfriend took me to Spain a couple of times too, to the north,
Yeah,
um, San Sebastian de Nostria. Boy, it's just beautiful. Just you know,
and
it,
you have the perfect lifestyle to be a trader tourist.
yeah, yeah,
I think that's why you set aside a certain amount of time to
yeah.
trade every day. What are
Yeah.
your active trading hours?
Well, I'm up at 5 a.m. London time because she's an anesthesiologist, and I pack her off to work, and then I do a London session on Zoom. So
Okay,
I'm always kind of in front of the screens. I'm also working on a couple of deals, to be honest. You know, you never get that out of your blood.
yeah,
So doing a little bit of that, and so I'm always in front of the screens. And then for me, I like Globex. I really like Globex because it's just moving inventory, right? It's
yeah.
because like
Because that's for your waking hours. That's
yeah,
mainly what you trade, right?
yeah, exactly. And by about 4 o'clock is, 4 or 5 o'clock, it's getting into that 2 p.m. New York time. That's when my
Yeah,
brain, I start getting tired and a little
yeah,
slow. So I tend
yeah,
not to. There's some good trades there, but sometimes I might not be, on the ball enough to take them. Um,
yeah. Know
and I've,
thyself. Yeah,
yeah, you
know
know,
thyself.
exactly, exactly.
All right. Any words of encouragement
Um,
that you want to give new traders today?
Definitely take it easy on yourself, right? This is a skill. It takes some time to learn. Try and enjoy the journey. Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Put pressure on yourself to have discipline and risk management. Don't try and put pressure on yourself to make a lot of money, because all you got to do is just outlast this thing, and eventually you'll pick up, eventually you'll pick it up. Just make sure you build those good business habits at first, like managing risk, knowing when to trade, when not to trade. Learn that stuff. Learn that, every trade is a business decision. And when the business decision, when the reason for the trade goes away, so should you and your capital. And just try and enjoy it a bit, because I see a lot of people. They contact me and like, JJ, I got to make 4 grand a day. I'm like, well, do you make 4 grand a
Yeah.
day at your job? No. Well, you know, be a little realistic and try and chill out. It's a marathon. It's going to take some time, so you might as well enjoy the ride.
And play small ball, right? Micro
Oh
lots.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Micro lots.
Use the micro. The micro is a gift from the goddess of trading. You have a bad day, you're down $30. You can make that back. That's not going to kill you. You
Right.
know, you can
Right.
recover. It's like trading with training wheels, right?
And it's better than demo because people don't take demos seriously. So
Exactly.
if you have 10, 15, $20 on the line, it's
Yeah,
you still have money on the line.
exactly. And the other thing too is there is no simulator that can mimic order flow exactly, right? It simulates the order flow. There's nothing like actually going and putting your hands in the dirt and
That's
and get
interesting.
and getting a feel for it.
Okay. All right. Well, at least we got to hear a pro for about 20 minutes today.
Sorry about
Uh,
that. I blame
that's
Bill
okay,
Gates.
man. Thanks for making the effort to show. Why don't you
Thank you,
show
sir.
people? You could follow JJ on X at VWAP Trader One. You want to show your website?
Sure. Just 1 second here.
Jean-Francois Boucher is thanking you.
Oh, merci.
Yeah.
And that's our website right here, microefutures.com.
All right. JJ's a pro. If you want to learn day trading and I don't know if day trading is good for if you're in ARP, which is the retirement organization here in the U.S. I don't know if you could
I,
still hit the. Do you think it's good for
I think it's
senior
great.
citizens to day trade?
I think it's great for senior citizens to day trade
Huh.
because it helps keep them mentally up there.
Yeah,
Right?
you know
You
what?
know?
There's a benefit I didn't even think about.
Right? It's you got to
Yeah,
use it. You got to use the old peanut, otherwise it starts, atrophying. You know?
yeah, yeah. If you don't use it, you'll lose it.
Yeah, yeah. And you
Take
know
it,
what?
huh?
Older people, some of these, retired people, they've run successful businesses, so
Yeah,
they've got that mindset. And when you take someone who's been successful in life and then you put them in a rocking chair, it's not healthy for them. You know,
yeah. You're
you know, I
not gonna put me in a rocking chair.
no way, not me either.
You know, I already know my retirement plan.
Perfect.
Do you have one?
I was lucky enough to live in Hawaii in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
And that's a place where I'd love to be when I'm older. Just love the people, love the culture. I've got an aunt who's local, and she's Hawaiian. My uncle married a Hawaiian lady, so that's how I just love the place. It's just an incredible energy and wonderful people and
Okay,
great weather.
Rehab Mohammed is asking you to share share your website again.
Oh, certainly. 1 sec. There we go.
There it is. Okay, Rehab. All right. So good hunting till I talk to you again, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Keep,
It's always a pleasure to be on with you. And I once again apologize. I should have updated my computer last night.
don't worry about it, and keep scalping your heart out and teaching people to stay alive,
Much appreciated.
like the John Travolta movie.
Staying alive. Exactly.
Staying alive. Staying right. That could be the name of your book.
Exactly.
I'll give you a book title, Staying Alive.
Thanks,
All right,
coach.
buddy.
All right,
Nice
coach.
talking to you, JJ.
Have a great trading day.
All
Bye for
right,
now.
buddy. Take it easy. All right, so that's a wrap, everyone. You could join the team if you're part of the community in 15 minutes on the morning edge. Get the bias chart and hear what people are thinking. The team is thinking 30 minutes after the number. Nice shot, Tony. See everyone tomorrow. Okay. You're very welcome, everyone. Adios. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. I'll see you.
Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with Forex Analytix. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like these videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we provide here for free. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.